العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بفضل الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل، نعم المولى ونعم النصير. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. صلى الله عليك يا مولاي يا رسول الله، وعلى أهل بيتك المعصومين المظلومين، لا سيما بقية الله في الأرضين وحجته على العالمين. الحجة ابن الحسن فداه أرواح العالمين. صلى الله عليك يا مولاي وابن مولاي يا أبا عبد الله، وعلى المستشهدين بين يديك وولدك علي السجاد زين العابدين، والسبايا من آل بيتك. لعن الله الظالمين لكم من الأولين والآخرين، ما خاب من تمسك بكم وأمن من لجأ إليكم. يا رحمة الله الواسعة، ويا باب نجاة الأمة، ويا عبرة كل مؤمن ومؤمنة، غريب يا مظلوم كربلاء، يا ليتنا كنا معكم سادتي فنفوز والله فوزا عظيما. قال مولانا سيد الساجدين وزين العابدين علي بن الحسين عليهما السلام: أيها الناس، أوتينا ستا وفضلنا بسبع. أوتينا العلم والحلم والشجاعة والسماحة والفصاحة والمحبة في قلوب المؤمنين. Please recite aloud صلوات على محمد وآل محمد. To understand the nature of the hardship Imam Zain al-Abidin faced, we can look at a hadith of Imam al-Hussein. Imam al-Hussein alayhi afdal as-salatu was-salam said in one of his saying in the day of Ashura, or during the revolution of Ashura and what happened in Karbala, that I would prefer to be killed and murdered even if I'm thirsty, and I would prefer for my kids to be slaughtered and to my brothers to be killed than being captured as a prisoner and being taken to Yazid ibn Muawiyah. How hard is to be captured as a prisoner to Yazid ibn Muawiyah. And that's why we hear Imam Zain al-Abidin say in one of his poems, يا ليت أمي لم تلدني ولم أكن يزيد يراني في البلاد أسير. I wish that my mom did not give birth to me and Yazid couldn't see me being captured as a prisoner in the city of Sham. Why city of Sham? Because the whole city used to be against Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam. The nature of them used to be people who are against Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam, against Amir al-Mu'minin. They used to curse Amir al-Mu'minin on pulpits. That's how hard was the situation how Imam Zain al-Abidin suffered. Once, one of his companions came to him and told him, كيف أصبحت يا ابن رسول الله? How are you today? He said, you don't know? You don't know what's happened to us? So you came to me and you are asking me about my health? أصبحت العرب تفتخر على العجم بأن محمدا منها. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. Arab nations, they feel that they are better than other nations because Rasulullah is from them. And وأصبحت قريش تفتخر على سائر الناس بأن محمدا صلى الله عليه وآله منها. And Quraysh, the tribe of Rasulullah, they feel the proudness because Rasulullah is from them. However, وَأَصْبَحْنَا ذُرِّيَّةَ رَسُولِ اللَّهِ, we are grandsons of Rasulullah. We've been captured as prisoners. And when we talk about being captured as a prisoner, we're just saying something, but it was very hard back then. Traveling back then was very hard. So just imagine how being captured as enemy, as a prisoner, and being the only man amongst women. So every tyrant Imam Zain al-Abidin faced wanted to kill Imam Zain al-Abidin. Okay, did Imam Zain al-Abidin kneel down to them? No. And this is the importance of Imam Zain al-Abidin. He did not kneel. He did not accept to be humiliated. He did not accept Yazid and Ibn Marjana to be the governor and the king of Islamic empire. And this is the important deed and most important deed of Imam Zain al-Abidin alayhi salam, an action. He took action. Just imagine, they killed his father, slaughtered him, trampled their horses on his chests and back. They decapitated heads from bodies. They put heads of Imam al-Hussein and his companion and his family and progeny on long spears, traveling with them from cities to another city. And Imam Zain al-Abidin saw all of that. However, he did not pay allegiance to Ibn Marjana or Yazid. And actually, he stood up and talked against them. And when Ibn Marjana wanted to kill Imam Zain al-Abidin, because Ibn Marjana told Imam Zain al-Abidin that, are you Ali? I've heard and listened that Ali was killed on the battle of Karbala. And Imam Zain al-Abidin replied, yes, I am Ali. And Ali al-Akbar used to be my brother. And people killed him. Because Ibn Marjana said that Allah killed him. Imam Zain al-Abidin replied, no, people killed him. He said, yes, no, Allah killed him. Then Imam Zain al-Abidin recited this ayah, Allahu yatawaffa al-anfus hina mawtaha. Yeah. In one perspective, yes, correct. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala killed him because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took or takes people's soul. And then he said, awafika jur'atun. You still feel that you have the bravery to stand against me? I will kill you. Then Zainab al-Kubra throw herself on Imam Zain al-Abidin. And Imam Zain al-Abidin told Zainab al-Kubra, oh my aunt, please step aside and allow me to talk to this tyrant. دعيني أكلم هذه الطاغية أو هذا الطاغية. And then Imam Zain al-Abidin said, أبالقتل تهددني? Are you threatening me to kill? Are you threatening me? Are you telling me that you want to kill me? نحن قوم. We are from a nation. القتل لنا عادة. They killed my grandfather Amir al-Mu'minin. They killed my father Imam al-Hussein. They killed my mother Fatima al-Zahra. They even killed my grandfather. They killed my uncle Hamza. They killed my uncle Ja'far al-Tayyar. نحن قوم القتل لنا عادة وكرامتنا من الله الشهادة. We wish to be martyred in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then he did not kill Imam Zain al-Abidin. What I'm trying to say, during that era, he was captured as a prisoner. But he did not avoid telling the truth and saying the haqq and guiding people. Just concentrate on Imam Zain al-Abidin's sentences on Sham. What he said, أيها الناس, he addressed the nation. أيها الناس من عرفني فقد عرفني. Whoever knows me, that's it. Good luck. But whoever doesn't know me, I will introduce myself to him. When was that? When Yazid ibn Muawiyah ordered one of his speakers to climb the pulpit and curse Ali ibn Abi Talib and Fatima al-Zahra and Imam al-Hussein. When Imam Zain al-Abidin just stood up and said, اشتريت, you traded to please makhluq, one of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's creation, in exchange to lose Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala being pleased with you. اشتريت مرضات المخلوق بسخط الخالق فتبوأ مقعدك من النار. Reserve your seat in hell. And then he told Yazid, do you allow me to climb هذه الأعواد? I don't call it minbar, pulpit. Just those things. And talk in a way that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be pleased with my talking. And people will benefit from it. He said, no, I'm not going to allow you. Then his companion, normal people, just told Yazid, just let him go. We'd like to listen, to hear. Because Ahlul Sham, they did not have a close contact with Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. They wanted to know Ahlul Bayt. Not all of them used to be evil. I'm pretty sure that you've heard this story when one of Yazid ibn Muawiyah's friend told Yazid, I'd like you to give me that lady. He pointed at Fatima, the daughter of Hussein. When Zainab al-Kubra heard that, she said, no, you don't have the right to take her as a slave. Yazid said, no, I will do it if I want. She replied, إذن تخرج عن دين جدنا رسول الله. You will not be Muslim anymore if you do that. And then the friend of Yazid got surprised. What this lady is talking about? Who are they? Dini Jaddina, the religion of my grandfather? And Yazid said, this lady is Zainab, daughter of Fatima al-Zahra and Ali ibn Abi Talib, granddaughter of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then the close friend of Yazid told Yazid, may Allah curse you. You kill the grandson of Rasulullah and take daughters of Rasulullah, granddaughters of Rasulullah as prisoners. And then Yazid killed his close friend. Imam Zain al-Abidin told Yazid, would you allow me to deliver a speech in this ceremony? He said no. And then was when people kept insisting that just allow him. He's a normal person. He's only 23 or 28 years old. He doesn't know how to talk. He's a normal person. Yazid replied, no. هؤلاء قوم. I know them. كبيرهم لا يقاس. You cannot make any comparison between them and any other people. وصغيرهم جمرة لا تداس. And even the youngster, you cannot step on it because they're gonna burn you like charcoal. They are like that. They are inflamed. Anyway, then Yazid accepted. Imam Zayn al-Abidin went and he started, after praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after mentioning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's name, he started to curse dunya. And explaining to people that this dunya will not last. Not for you, not for us, not for any other person. Just be careful. And then he said, Ayyuhan nas. He addressed the nation. U'atina sittan. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us 6 things. وَفُضِّلْنَا بِسَبْعٍ. And He favored us with 7 things. أُعْطِينَا الْعِلْمِ. Allah gave us knowledge. We don't have to gain knowledge. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Himself gave us knowledge. As we recite in one verse in the Holy Quran, وَآتَيْنَاهُ مِن لَدُنَّا عِلْمًا. We gave him knowledge. أُعْطِينَا الْعِلْمَ وَالْحِلْمِ. We can control our anger with no difficulties. This is called hilm. وَالسَّمَاحَةِ. If someone actually use bad language against us, we can just disregard him. وَالْفَصَاحَةِ. We know how to talk. وَالْمَحَبَّةَ فِي قُلُوبِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Believers, true believers, will love us as the progeny of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. وَفَضِّلْنَا بِسَبْعٍ بأن منا النبي المختار محمد. Rasulullah is from us. Siddiq Amir al-Mu'minin is from us. Tayyar, Ja'far al-Tayyar, who was killed in the battle of Mu'tah, is from us. ومنا سيدة نساء العالمين فاطمة الزهراء is from us. ومنا سيدة شباب أهل الجنة, masters of youth of أهل الجنة are from us. ومنا مهدي هذه الأمة, and Imam al-Mahdi, the awaited Imam, is from us. They got surprised. Who is this man? When Imam Zayn al-Abidin saw how surprised they are, he read that in their eyes. He said, Man arafani faqad arafani. Whoever knows me, he knows me. But whoever doesn't know me, I will introduce myself to him. Ana ibn Makkah wa Mina. I am son of Mecca. I am son of Mina. Ana ibn Zamzam wa Safa. I am son of Zamzam. I am son of Safa. Ana ibn man hamala al-rukin bi atraf al-rida. I am son of Rasulullah. He actually carried the rock, Hajar al-As'ad, and put it in its place. Man hamal al-ruk bi atraf al-rida. And then he started to talk about his grandfather, Amir al-Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib. If you want to make a comparison between Zainab al-Kubra's speech and sermon and Imam Zayn al-Abidin's sermon, we can say that Zainab al-Kubra actually started to curse Yazid and actually started to show to the community that how evil Yazid is. And she told Yazid that لَإِنْ جَرَّتْ عَلَيَّ الدَّوَاهِي مُخَاطَبَتَكَ فَإِنِّي لَأَسْتَصْغِرُ شَأْنَكَ وَأَسْتَعْظَمُ تَقْرِيعًا. I humiliate you, O Yazid. Don't you think that because I'm standing as a prisoner against you, that I see that you are something? No. You are nothing to me. لَإِنْ جَرَّتْ عَلَيَّ الدَّوَاهِي مُخَاطَبَتَكَ فَإِنِّي لَأَسْتَصْغِرُ شَأْنَكَ وَأَسْتَعْظَمُ تَقْرِيعَكَ. But I cannot bear with what you said, because Yazid used to playing with his stick and actually hitting the lips of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, and drinking wine while he doing that and saying the poem. لما بدت تلك الحمول وأشرقت تلك الشموس على ربى جيروني. When I saw the camels coming, when I saw the heads of Ahlul Bayt as sons, أشرقت تلك الشموس على ربى جيروني نعب الغراب فقلت صح أو لا تصح فلقد قضيت من النبي ديوني. We are evil now. Rasulullah killed from us, we killed from him. And then he said, ليت أشياخي ببدر شهدوا. I wish they were here to see what their grandson has done. He killed Imam al-Hussein, who used to be the son of his grandfathers and forefathers killer, Amir al-Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib. لئن جرت علي الدواهي مخاطبتك إني لأستصغر شأنك وأستعظم تقريعك. And just put that in your mind. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving you time, nothing more than that. Why? Because He wants to put you with your father في أسفل سافلين من جهنم. And you are saying that ليت أشياخي ببدر شهدوا, I wish they were here. You will be with them. You're going to join them. ولوددت أنك ما قلت ما قلت ولا فعلت ما فعلت. And you're going to regret what you did and what you said on the day of judgment. When? يوم ينادي المنادي, when the caller of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will shout in a way that everyone can hear and listen to him. ألا لعنة الله على الظالمين. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala curse oppressors. On that time, you're going to regret. You're going to feel that you are so weak. And then she said, the main message of Zainab al-Kubra in her sermon is that she started to argue Yazid himself and started to tell him that Ya Yazid kit kaydak, do as much as you can, واسع سعيك فوالله لا تمحو ذكرنا ولا تميت وحينا. I swear by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will not be able to take our love out of people's hearts. لا تمحو ذكرنا من القلوب ولا تميت وحينا. Do you think that you can kill the revelation of Almighty God's to my grandfather? ولا تميت وحينا. The Holy Quran will stay. Ahlul Bayt will stay. And do as much as you can. You did a lot. So Zainab al-Kubra's sermon was actually showing to people and to Yazid himself how cursed he is. But when we come to Imam Zayn al-Abidin, he's different. He's the Imam. He's the Imam. He's the leader. And one of the leader's duty is to guide people. And that's why he started to talk to the nation. أيها الناس من عرفني فقد عرفني ومن لم يعرفني عرفته بنسبي وحسبي أنا ابن مكة ومنى. Until he reached this point, he started to tell people how proud he is. How proud he is for being the grandson of Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi السلام. أنا ابن من ضرب بسيفين وبايع البيعتين وهاجر الهجرتين وقاتل ببدر وحنين. ببدر, because it was Ali ibn Abi Talib. Hunayn, everyone just left. ويوم حنين إذ أعجبتكم كثرتكم. You used to be 10,000 people, but you ran away. The only person who stood up firmly was Ali ibn Abi Talib. When Abbas asked one of Rasulullah's companion, what is Ali ibn Abi Talib? I cannot see him. Did he go with the rest? And he said, no, just look at the center of the battle. You can see heads and hands flying. He saw, yeah, that's Ali ibn Abi Talib. And then Abbas ibn Abdul Muttalib said, Barrun ibn Barr. Yeah, this is Ali ibn Abi Talib, who is the son of Abu Talib, salamullahi alayhi. وقاتل ببدر وحنين ولم يشرك بالله طرفة عين. The first person to accept the message of Rasulullah was Ali ibn Abi Talib. He did not prostrate to any idol. And that's why even Sunnis say, كرم الله وجهه. ذاك جدي. He is my grandfather, Ali ibn Abi Talib. ذاك جدي Ali ibn Abi Talib. Just put that in your mind. A few moments ago, the speaker used to curse Ali ibn Abi Talib. And Yazid himself said a poem actually indicating in that poem that he killed Imam al-Hussein because Ali ibn Abi Talib killed his grandfathers. And Imam Zayn al-Abidin stood up and talked about Ali ibn Abi Talib and praised him. How strong Imam Zayn al-Abidin used to be. How firm used to be. And then he started to talk about his father, Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. أنا ابن من ذبح بكربلاء. أنا ابن من أهله من الشام أو من العراق إلى الشام تسبى. I am son of Hussein, who they killed. These people killed and slaughtered and took his progeny as prisoners and captured them and brought them from Iraq all the way to Sham. They used to live in Medina, but they took them to Sham. أنا ابن المنحور في الورى. أنا ابن من ذبح من القفا. They killed him. Why? They couldn't kill him and look at his eye. Because Imam al-Hussein used to fight with his eye as well. He used to look at the enemies. They used to be scared from him. And that's why what Shimr ibn al-Jawshan did, he actually killed Imam al-Hussein, slaughtered him while he was grabbing his beard, and he killed him from behind. أنا ابن المذبوح من القفا. And everyone started to weep and cry. So Imam Zayn al-Abidin used to address the nation. أيها الناس, أيها الناس. And then Yazid was so afraid. He told the muadhin, just go and say the adhan. And the muadhin said, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Imam Zayn al-Abidin said, Kabbarta kabira. Yeah, you are glorifying someone whom we cannot understand, Allah. When he said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Imam Zayn al-Abidin straight away said, Shahida bidalik, not only my heart, but even my hair, my skin, all of my cells witness that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there is no God but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when the muadhin said, وَأَشْهَدُ أَنَّ مُحَمَّدًا رَسُولُ اللَّهِ, Imam Zayn al-Abidin pointed at Yazid and said, I've got a question for you. The one who has been mentioned in this gathering, Rasulullah, is he your grandfather or my grandfather? So when you say that Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, it means that you accept that he is the messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you say, Yazid did not reply. If you say that he is your grandfather, you are a big liar. But if you admit that he is my grandfather, then why you killed Hussein? And why you took his progenies as prisoners? It was then and after the sermon of Zainab al-Kubra and Imam Zain al-Abidin when Yazid felt that what he did was wrong. And actually Muawiyah told Yazid, do not kill Hussein. Why? Because killing Hussein immediately, not with poison, with fight and war, it's something so hard that Yazid cannot administrate. Historians say that Yazid regret. He did not do tawbah. Politically, he saw that this is something big that he cannot manage and organize and administrate. And that's why he said, I did not order my soldiers to kill Hussein ibn Ali. And actually it was Ibn Marjana who killed Hussein ibn Ali. And then he ordered Ahlul Bayt to be taken back to Medina with respect. Why? Because he saw that what he did was wrong. Why? Because Imam Zain al-Abidin said, وَشَاءَ اللَّهُ أَن يَرَاهُنَّ سَبَايَا. The voice of Hussein was echoed on the castle of Yazid by Zainab al-Kubra and Zain al-Abidin. They actually took the message of Imam al-Hussein. That was the whole aim of Imam al-Hussein. To say kalimat al-Tawheed, to say Allah, to preach people, to take the message of Rasulullah and Ahlul Bayt and the message of the Holy Quran to Sham. And Imam Zain al-Abidin and Zainab al-Kubra did that in the best way, without fearing anything. Without fearing anything. If you just go and read and do research about revolutions, when a revolution just تنتهي, finished, even those who are in the middle of the revolution will accept the ruling of tyrants because they see what happened to their families, their friends. But when you come to Imam Zain al-Abidin and Zainab al-Kubra, you see the opposite. They actually are more firm in their ways. And that's why Zainab al-Kubra said, مَا رَأَيْتُ إِلَّا جَمِيلًا. I've seen nothing but beauty. And she was right. And Imam Zain al-Abidin said the same thing. He did not show anyone any weakness. He just showed them how strong he is and show them his strength. And that's why they were so afraid of a young man called Zainul Abidin. They couldn't even touch him. Hajjaj ibn Yusuf al-Thaqafi wrote to Abd al-Malik ibn Marwan, told him, if you want to rule the city of Medina, kill Zainul Abidin. And Abd al-Malik ibn Marwan replied to him and told him, no, you are totally wrong. Imam Zain al-Abidin is in high status that I cannot touch him. That's how strong he is. One of his enemy took his family to Imam Zain al-Abidin. شنو كان اسمه؟ Marwan. Marwan ibn al-Hakam used to curse Fatima al-Zahra. How filthy he used to be. When a war happened in Medina. They wanted to take Marwan. He took his family to Imam Zayn al-Abidin's house. And Imam Zayn al-Abidin told his family and wife and daughters, just keep them with yourself. I want to protect them. And Marwan used to be the enemy of Imam Zayn al-Abidin. But no one can touch Imam Zayn al-Abidin. Why? Because they know how strong Imam Zayn al-Abidin is. It was so hard for Imam Zayn al-Abidin to hear and listen to his father calling for help. Ala hal min nasirin yansuruna. And he feels so weak that he cannot help his father. Once, when he heard what his father is saying, he told his aunt Zainab al-Kubra, bring me a stick and a sword. She said, what do you want to do? She said, I want a stick to rely upon, and I want a sword to go and fight and protect my father. And he came out. You can read that. Historians say that he came out of the tent when Imam al-Hussein saw him and told his sister, just keep him into the tent because he should be alive. He should stay alive because he is the Imam after me. خذيه لكي لا ينقطع نسل رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم ولا تنقطع الإمامة. He was sick, but he wanted to help, but he couldn't. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted that. And that's why some scholars say that Imam Zayn al-Abidin was actually killed on the day of Ashura when he saw his father and what happened to him, when he saw his brother or brothers, and when he saw his uncles and what happened to them. He wasn't alive, but he was martyred on the 25th of Muharram. He was killed then. He was shot by arrows. We go to Imam Zayn al-Abidin's history, we see how he was a cryful person. And actually once, one of his companions came to him and told him, oh, my master, you still talking about your father, weeping, crying. It's enough. Enough is enough. And Imam Zayn al-Abidin replied that, have you read the story of Yusuf? He said, yes, of course, in the Holy Quran, Surah Yusuf. And he said, Yusuf was son of Yaqub, and he was alive. And Yaqub knew that. And he was a king of Egypt. Yusuf. Still, and yet, you can see and find out that Yaqub became blind due to his crying on his son. But what about me? I saw my father. And 17 of my family being slaughtered on the day of Ashura. Why shouldn't I cry? Once, Fatima ibnatul Hussein, because historian and actual narrations indicate that every time Imam Zayn al-Abidin used to drink water, he used to cry before he drank the water. Every time he used to eat, he used to actually mix the food with his tears. For 34 years. Abu Hamza al-Thumali received a letter, a message from Fatima, the daughter of Imam al-Hussein. Oh Abu Hamza, you are one of Imam Zayn al-Abidin's, my brother's, best companion. I ask you to come and talk to him. He is killing himself. Just talk to him. To just try to manage his crying. And he came to Imam Zayn al-Abidin. and told Imam Zain al-Abidin, "Oh, Ibn Rasulullah, you are from people and nation that al-qatlu lakum aada, as you said, wa karamatukum min Allahi ash-shahada." You're still weeping and crying as you just lost your father yesterday. And then Imam Zain al-Abidin replied, "Thank you. I admire you. Thank you for trying to help. However, I've got a question to you. Correct, al-qatlu lana aada. We are used to be killed. And we are honored to be martyred. However, have you heard that a lady of us being captured as a prisoner before the day of Ashura? We are not used to that. نعم القتل لنا عادة ولكن هل سمعت أذناك أم رأت عيناك أن هاشمية لنا تسبى قبل يوم عاشورا. No, you haven't heard about that because it did not happen. Not for us, and not for any other prophet and prophet's progeny. And then he said, "Wallahi ma ra'aytu ammati wa akhawati." Whenever I meet my aunts or my sisters, I recall how they used to cry and run from fires on the day of Ashura. Wallahi ma ra'aytu ammati wa akhawati illa wa tadhakkartu firarahunna min khaymatin ila khayma wa min khiba'in ila khiba'. Once a scholar saw Imam al-Hujjah alayhi salam in his dream. He asked him that, "You said in the ziyarat al-nahiyah, لَأَنْدُبَنَّكَ صَبَاحًا وَمَسَاءً وَلَأَبْكِيَنَّ عَلَيْكَ بَدَلَ الدُّمُوعِ دَمًا حَسْرَةً عَلَيْكَ وَتَجَلُّدًا عَلَى مَا دَهَاكَ حتى أموت بلوعة المصاب وغصة الاكتئاب." Every day, oh my master, you cry on your ancestor, cry upon your family, and you cry blood for them. Can you tell me, are you crying blood for your uncle Abbas? And Imam al-Mahdi replied, "No. If my uncle Abbas was alive, he used to cry, he would cry with me on that musib." Okay, are you crying on Ali al-Akbar? No. Are you crying on Imam al-Hussein? No. If he was alive, he would cry with me on that musib. And then the scholar asked Imam al-Mahdi, "Then you crying on what musibah? Which one?" And Imam al-Mahdi replied, "I'm crying for the musibah of my aunt Zainab al-Kubra. She was captured as a prisoner on the day of Ashura and traveled from a city to another city." And correct, this is a dream, but Imam Zain al-Abidin said the same thing. "Ya Aba Hamza, I am crying for my aunt Zainab, for my sisters. When I see them, I recall and remember what happened to them. قلبي يا ابو حمزة تراه تفطر وذا، ومثل المصيبة اللي دهتني ما حد صايب. 7 و10 عاينتهم كلهم غصون، فوق الوطية مطرحين بحر التراب. Oh Abu Hamza, I'm crying for my father and how they killed him. I'm crying for my family. They've been left on the land of Karbala with no kafan. ومصيبة اللي هيجت حزني علي
والله شفت صدر حسين تحت الأعوجية، سلبة وخدرنا وسيرة وزينب سبية، شحكي يا ابو حمزة وشعديت من هالمصاب. They even trampled their horses on my father's chest. They took my aunt Zainab al-Kubra as a prisoner. How should I tell you that I'm crying on my aunt Zainab? We are not used to be captured as a prisoner. سجادكم يا ناس الباب، ومن كربلاء للشام سحبوا. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا. اللهم عجل لوليك الفرج والعافية والنصر، واجعلنا من أنصاره وأعوانه وشيعته ومحبيه والذابين عنه والمستشهدين بين يديه. اللهم به يشفي مرضانا، بالأخص المرضى المنظورين، ألبسهم لباس العافية يا رب العالمين. اللهم به وفقنا لزيارة أوليائك وارزقنا شفاعة أوليائك. به احفظ مراقدنا المقدسة وزوار المراقد وجميع الشيعة من كل سوء. به يكشف هذه الغمة عن هذه الأمة بحضوره. إلهي به وفقنا لخدمة المعصومين محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين، واجعل نسلنا إلى يوم القيامة من خدمة أهل البيت. إلهي بالحجة أمتنا على ولاية أمير المؤمنين، بالحجة ارحمنا وارحم أمواتنا وأموات الجمع ومن مات على محبة أمير المؤمنين، بالأخص العلماء والشهداء وخدمة أبي عبد الله. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار، ولا جعله الله آخر العهد منا لزيارتكم. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين وعلى السبايا من أهل بيته والباكين عليه وعلى أجداده الطاهرين وأولاده المنتجبين، ورحمة الله وبركاته. وإلى أرواح المؤمنين والمؤمنات، رحم الله من قرأ الفاتحة مع الصلوات.